What's going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back to week 3 of the ACL Pokemon League Season 2. Today we jump into our week 3 game against Hitmontops guy and the Honolulu Hitmontops. That's the stuff. Before we get started, make sure to have you slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. We are currently 1-1 off a pretty solid win last week against Afonso. It was a 2-0 victory, which means we are 1-1 with a -1 differential, so a win here would mean that we are at least positive. Would be 2-1 at 0 if we won at 1-0, and if we lose, then that would be pretty bad because Hitmontops guy is in our division. We beat Afonso in our division. We have Hitmontops guy in our division, and then we have Amph in our division, and those are the next 2 weeks, Hitmontops guy and Amph. So if we beat the two of them, that means that we will definitely be first in our division, I think. Or at least be very in a good spot, because that means we get a win over everyone in our division, meaning that we'd be in a very good position. But it will not be an easy task because Hitmontops guy's team is very strong. He has Victini, Gliscor, Gengar, Scavalier, Comfey, Zebstrika, Hydreigon, Licky, Slowking, Sock, Acelgor, and Mega Venusaur. He's currently 0-2. He hasn't won a game. I believe the first week was a 6-0 loss, and the second week was a 1-0 loss. So, the first week was, definitely he got blown back by Afonso. Week 2, though, he played Milotic, I believe, and it was a very close game. I know his game was close anyway because I know it was a 1-0, but I think it was against Milotic, I'm pretty sure. And, from the score you can always tell it was a very close game. So, going into this game, I had a few things I needed to keep in mind. I need to make sure that I can take hits from Victini, Gengar, and Hydreigon, make sure that I can absorb, all the offense they need to dish out, actually Sulk as well. While also being able to break down mons like Gliscor, Licky, Slowking, and Venusaur. In that regard, I think his team is very good. I like his team a lot. Also, Scavalier is a wild card. Zebstrika is a wild card. Acelgor could be annoying. There's a lot of mons here that could cause trouble for us. So we need to be careful about, our game plan, stuff like that. Off the top of my head, I'm expecting him to bring Victini, Gliscor, Gengar, I think Hydreigon, Mega Venusaur, and then it's maybe a Scavalier, maybe Licky. I think Licky would make sense. Slowking. I know it. It's obvious to say Victini, Gliscor, Gengar. Victini though because it breaks Mega Steelix and it has a good matchup against my team to a certain extent. Gliscor because it's Wall, Sandslash, and Tyranitar and Steelix and stuff like that. He needs that. Gliscor's 100%, and I think Venusaur is 100% as well because it's the only mon on his team that can take on like I don't know, the combination of the Pissimian and Salazzle and stuff like that, if he runs it the right way, I mean. And then Gengar because it breaks down Tapu Fini, Latias, Core, Hydreigon because, Dracos are pretty good against my team, except for Tapu Fini. So, yeah, Tapu Fini's a mon that he struggles with, so I think Gengar is pretty likely. But anyway, that's his team. And I'm very confident about the team that we've built this week. I might have just shown you a lot of shit, but I don't care. Actually, I don't think there's anything on this computer that's like really, shit to show you. So, we start off with the Salazzle, Avocide the Salazzle, Choice Specs, Corrosion with Flamethrower, Overheat, Sludge Wave, and Dragon Pulse. This thing is great because it outspeeds his entire team, 100%, except for Acelgor, and any Choice Scarf Pokemon, stuff like that. Salazzle's great. His resistance to fire moves are like Victini and Slowking and stuff like that, so, and his resistance to like poison is like Gliscor, Scavalier, stuff like that, and they don't want to take a fire type move, so that's great. So Flamethrower is nice, and Sludge Wave as well. Overheat is cool because if I need to just nuke a mon, I can do that, which is great. And he doesn't have a lot of setup on his team. His setup consists of Calm Mind, Slowking, I guess. So me clicking Overheat, he could run like a Swords Dance, Agility, Gliscor, but that still doesn't break. Tapu Fini, and if he wants to bring like an Agility Baton Pass set into like Gengar or something like that, Gengar is still checked by stuff like Pissimian, Steelix, Tyranitar, stuff like that, so it's not the end of the world. So Salazzle is really good though. If we can get rocks up and start getting chip on all of his team, Salazzle can come in and click Overheat against something and just get a kill every time, which is great. Overheat Oko's Gliscor after rocks, 100%. It kills Venusaur after 2 sets of rocks if it's specially defensive. It does 76 min around that. Licky the same, stuff like that. So yeah, the only mon on his team that can really check Salazzle well, as in take 2 hits, is like an Assault Vest Slowking, which he might bring, but we'll have to see. So next we have Winston, the Pissimian, Assault Vest Defiant with Drain Punch, Knockoff, Gunk Shot, U-Turn. This is why I wanted to draft Pissimian, because its bulk is really nice. Base 100 HP and 60 special defense. 60 special defense isn't great, but with the Assault Vest, that really brings it up. And we're running a very, very funky EV spread. We're basically running enough HP and special defense to live a few hits. You know, that doesn't really matter. The 80 attack means that we OHKO Gengar with knockoff. 100% does 100% min. And I believe it does 76% of Victini, so it OHKOs Victini after rocks. Those are the two I'm 100% sure on. Then we have knockoff for stuff like the Gengar and Victini, of course. We have Drain Punch for stab. Hydreigon, Licky Licky, they don't want to take it. Gunk Shot is there. It as a move that kind of just hits a lot of things well. I wanted to run Earthquake, but then I can't really hit. Oh, what was the mon? I couldn't really hit. Well, I wanted to be able to hit Gliscor well, I guess, but I guess I'd be clicking knockoff. There was a reason for me running Gunk Shot. I guess it was comfy. Comfy. And yeah, like, it's just really good against the team. The special defense with the Assault Vest means that we can take a hit from Gengar OHKO it. We can take a Z move from Hydreigon OHKO it. And we also are a nice switch into Venusaur. It's a really nice pivot into Venusaur. We can go into Venusaur, eat the Giga Drain, go for a U-turn, then go into Latias as he goes for, like, I don't know, an attack, and then we can just, you know, hit it back, which is nice. So it's really, really good. Passimi's very, very good. It's also there, just in case Licky Licky gets out of hand, Drain Punch still does like a good 50%. That's might also what it was for, actually, I think. And Knockoff's good against stuff like Slowking. So Passimi's really, really good. I like it in this matchup a lot. Just gonna check if, yes, okay. We're still recording. Next we have Sonnet, the Tapu Fini, Leftovers, Misty Surge, Moonblast, Surf, Nature's Madness, and Defog. Enough speed to outspeed a slow Gliscor. Also, I think we outspeed a defensive Hydreigon, which is nice, which is lovely. Moonblast Surf is good stab against his team. The only mon that we don't hit at all with those two moves is Venusaur. Venusaur is the only mon that resists both those attacks. Other than that, everything else at least, you know, doesn't resist it, which is nice. Nature's Madness is for the Venusaur. If Venusaur comes in, takes rocks, takes a Nature's Madness, he's forced to Synthesis, then we can go into something like Latias, or maybe even Salazzle. Stuff like that, so that's really, really nice. Defog is there because Delmize and Sandslash do not have a good matchup, but I could not fit Defog on Latias. I needed Tapu Fini with Defog this week, and not the end of the world. We didn't really have a last move. I was thinking about Taunt, but Taunt isn't great against his team. Ice Beam is nice for like stuff like Hydreigon, but I'll just click Moonblast. I guess Gliscor wouldn't like an Ice Beam, but Surf, you know, it still does a lot. Taunt was also there for like Licky Licky and Slowking, but Licky Licky probably won't run Cloud9, even though I have a Sand team. To some extent, he probably would run Oblivious, which is I can't taunt him anyway, so I don't think it matters. Yeah, the only mon that really sucks not having taunt for is if he brings like a Calm Mind Slowking. But even then, we still have Tyranitar that we just go into and we just kind of body him. I am running a move on Tyranitar. I am running Crunch, so that's fine. So yeah. And Tapu Fini's running physically defensive take on mons like the Victini, the Gliscor, and the Hydreigon as well, just with this natural special bulk, and the Sock as well, so it's pretty good. Also, if he runs like max attack, max HP, Sock, Tapu Fini will outspeed him, which is nice. Next we have Blossom, the Latias, Dragonium Z, Levitate with Psychic, Draco Meteor, Calm Mind, and Recover. Enough speed to speed tie with a Gengar, also outspeed stuff like Victini, Hydreigon, Gliscor, Comfey, if he doesn't run, you know, speed, but he'll probably run Draining Kiss, so it doesn't matter. Latias is very, very good against his team. If we get Calm Mind up or so, stuff like Victini can't beat us. We set up on stuff like Venusaur. We can just Draco, Z-Draco the Gliscor. Psychic. We're running Psychic over Psyshock because, what was the reason? What was the reason? I think I just decided that Venusaur would probably run physically defensive over specially defensive. But he might not. But I don't think it doesn't really matter. I guess it just hits Gengar better, or Gliscor better, I mean. But other than that, it doesn't really make a difference. Z-Draco is nice because I was going to run Z, you know, Psychium Z, Z Psychic. But to be honest, the only mon that really gets bought by that is the Venusaur. Gengar dies regardless. Victini resists it. Gliscor will probably live it because, you know, stuff. Hydreigon is immune to it, which is I'm very, very worried about that, like, he might double into Venusaur, or sorry, double into Hydreigon from Venusaur and take the Psychium Z and then just, you know, I'd be in a shit situation then. So I want to run Dragonium Z. It means that I do need one Calm Mind up to 2 KO Venusaur, but that one shouldn't be too difficult. Venusaur, the only thing that Venusaur can really do to Latias is Toxic because I'm not affected by Misty Surge. Leech Seed and Knockoff. Knockoff is obviously weakened because I have a Z Crystal, and Leech Seed is probably... I think Leech Seed is where he's going to go because he can't Toxic the Steelix, and he can't Toxic Salazzle. I think he's going to go with Leech Seed, and Leech Seed is nothing really to worry about because we can just go for Calm Mind on him and then Z-Drake or whatever like that. So, yeah, Latias is very, very good. It's one of my few checks to Venusaur. Because Venusaur is a little bit tough for me to break, to be honest. I was going to bring Staraptor, but Staraptor doesn't have a great match against the rest of his team because stuff like Gliscor eats one hit and just pops Knockoff. Victini, I think, will be Choice Scarf. Gengar outspeeds it. I can't Quick Attack it. And, you know, I mean, I guess I bop Licky Licky and Slowking, but I don't know. Staraptor does have a good matchup, but I'm hoping he like over preps for it in a way. But I don't think he has to. I think Gliscor physically defensive is coming anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And finally, we have Malachite the Tyranitar and Colossus the Mega Steelix. Now, I think you did notice it earlier. We're running Weakness Policy Tyranitar. Now, this is because he has so many moves that hit Tyranitar so hard, super effectively. He has Victini without a Dazzling Gleam or Brick Break, both we live. He has Gliscor with Earthquake, which is very, very easy for us to take. He has Gengar with Focus Blast. I'm not really happy about that, but if he runs Dazzling Gleam, then we eat that. Probably will run Focus Blast though, because it's Steelix. Not that big a deal. Excavalier has Mega Horn. We probably died of that, never mind. Comfey with Draining Kiss, that's great. Hydreigon has like Earth Power or U-Turn, which is the main one. Slowking has Scald. If you don't get burned, then that's great. Venusaur has Giga Drain. We eat that in the sand. Stuff like that. So, Tyranitar with Weakness Policy is great. Rock Polish up means that we outspeed his entire team. I think bar the Acelgor, because Acelgor is too fast. And I don't think Acelgor is coming. But it might. You know, you never know. Acelgor might come, but I don't think he will. It's a bit of a wild card. But yeah, if we get a Rock Polish up, we do outspeed his entire team, bar the Acelgor. And Stone Edge, Crunch, Ice Punch means we hit his entire team pretty hard. The only mon that we really don't touch at all is the Sock. But even then, it doesn't resist Ice Punch, so it should do a decent amount of damage. And Adamant +2 Tyranitar will do a lot of damage to... Like, he does... The reason I wanted to run the set is because his rock resistance is Sock. If he doesn't bring Sock, he doesn't have a single resistance to rock on his team, which means Stone Edge just runs through him. If I had Aggron right now, I would bring a Choice Banded Head Smash Aggron because it literally wrecks his team, but we do have Tyranitar, so we can deal with that. Crunch is also nice for stuff like the Victini, the Gengar, stuff like that, Slowking, like I said earlier. And Ice Punch is just there for the Gliscor, so I don't have to risk missing Stone Edge. I know I'll OHKO Gliscor, stuff like that. So also nice for Hydreigon. I know I won't miss Stone Edge. So finally with Colossus, the Mega Steelix, making his return after a disappointing week 1. I'm giving Steelix another chance. You know, when I drafted Steelix first, I was really excited about it. After week 1, I was like, maybe I was too, maybe I got the wrong impression of what Steelix would do. But I'm gonna give it another chance. Well, I don't think I have a choice. I need to use Steelix in this game because Steelix is very, very important. The other Stealth Rocker on my team is Sandslash, which just gets bought by Venusaur, bought by Hydreigon, bought by Gengar. Steelix at least lives one hit from all those mons, and it also walls stuff like the Escavalier very, very well, walls the Acelgor very, very well, walls the Zebstrika, I guess, very, very well. I don't fucking know. Now I'm running Ice Fang for the Gliscor, and I'm just going to check because if I need to hit Acelgor, I can't speak today, I'm sorry. If I need to hit Acelgor, is that going to be an issue? Gliscor still eats that hit, to be honest. The fuck. I'll probably just Dragon Tail Gliscor, to be honest, or swap out. Hydreigon is the other mon that takes pretty much 0 from Ice Fang. Dragon Tail does fucking more. If I run a Heavy Slam, just move that I want to run, does more than Hydreigon. It'll do less to Gliscor, I know, but it still just do like 30%. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna run Heavy Slam instead. Yeah, totally. Because more than likely, I'm just going to be Dragon Tailing out the Gliscor because I can't deal with it. And if he tries to set up on me, that's great because I just Dragon Tail him out. He has to take Dragon Tail plus Rocks damage if we get them up, which is nice. And Heavy Slam is good if in the scenario where he does bring a Acelgor, we're able to deal with that better. He brings Licky Licky, we hit that harder. Even though actually, I think Licky Licky actually takes pretty 0 from Heavy Slam. Oh no, it takes 120 base. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, that's the team. I'm pretty happy with it. There are a few things I'm scared about. Obviously, the Venusaur being the huge one. I really, really am afraid that I won't be able to beat the Venusaur. But I have Latias and I have Salazzle, which can overheat it and do 70% minimum, so I should be able to get around it somewhat. We'll have to see what happens. But that being said, I'm going to connect to the Hitmontop guy. We're going to get into the game. If you guys are excited, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first. We need a win here. A win is so vital to this, because Hitmontop guy losing means that he's way down in the division, and it means we could be first, at least second. If we win this game, we are second in our division, no matter what, which is great, because Alfonso and Amp play each other this week, which is great. So, yeah, I'm going to connect with Hitmontop guy, and we're going to get right into the game. Okay, so we're here. My internet hasn't been the best, but hopefully it doesn't explode. See, this sprite won't load, so that's why I'm kind of nervous. But videos are playing at 480p, which is usually is good enough for Showdown to run okay. So let's just get into it. Hopefully it loads. If it doesn't, I might have to pause for just a moment. Of course it doesn't. He did bring Sock. You see his team on the right side of your screen. No Victini, no Gliscor. Okay, I'm really glad I brought Simeon, so Simeon's great against his team. Venusaur is going to be a little bit tough to kill, and Latias is pretty much hard walled by Scavalier, but he doesn't have a fire resist on his team, except for Slowking, and his poison resists are Scavalier and Gengar. So I'm just going to pause it for, although me fucking, shit, I should have said to wait for this game, because I'm going to be called away in a second. Will this text even go through? Didn't even. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I don't want to play the game like this, because this looks shit. But like, I'm watching Game Grumps and it's maybe if I close this. Guess hopefully it loads. I don't know. I'm gonna stop the recording for just a second, see if it loads, and see what happens. Oh, I fucking hate my Wi-Fi. It always goes down around this time, but it's just starting to load now. See, I can't end the battle because there's no point. It's gonna load the same. I'm gonna close the thing. My team is starting to load. His isn't, which is fucking weird. I hate Showdown sometimes. I know it's Showdown because other things is loading. Okay, let's just start. This looks fucking. I hate it. Let's get started. Let's just get fucking started. Leads, I think. Steelix is actually great against his team because not much in his team like O-Co's it except for like a Choice Banded Sock. Even then, I'm not sure if it does. Well, I have Sturdy before Mega Ball, so nothing will overcome you for sure. I could lead with a few things. Also, Salazzle, he didn't bring Hitmontop. He didn't bring a Selgor, which is great. So Salazzle outspeeds everything on his team. Do you know what? Fucking Staraptor would have been amazing against his team. It literally clicks Brave Bird 6 times and wins the game. What the fuck? What would he lead with? His Stealth Rocker doesn't have one. He doesn't have a Stealth Rocker. He didn't bring Gliscor yet. I don't. Although actually, Sock might get Stealth Rocks because it's a weird mon. I don't think Latias is my lead. I think my lead is probably Steelix. If he leads with Sock, I can swap out into things, and if he leads with Slowking, I can swap out into things. But if I lead with Venusaur, it's fine as well. I'm just going to ignore spectators quickly, and hopefully, yes, my mic is still loading. Recording. My mic hasn't actually been acting up much recently, which is nice. Passimian is actually not a bad lead, but no, I'm not going to bother. Tranatar can get weakness policy on a few things, but not much. What would he lead with? Well, I think he'd expect me to lead with Steelix or Tranatar, so lead with Sock or Slowking. So Tapu Fini is a pretty good lead. Tapu Fini actually isn't a good lead because he leads with Gengar. I think Gengar is actually what I lead with, to be honest. I'm going to lead with Passimian. If he leads with Sock, it's fine, I can swap out. And if he leads with Gengar, it's great. If he leads with Licky, that's great. If he leads with Slowking, that's great. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Also, I have a few EVs. Aggronix bad. I have a few EVs in this Pissimian to outspeed Venusaur, hopefully, if he doesn't bring any things. So, Pissimian is not loading, which is fucking awesome. I do want to see if... Because I probably can live one hit from Sock pretty easily if he's Choice Scarf. I definitely take a close combat, no problem. Choice Banded, do you kill me? Ever? There's a tiny chance if he's banded. I kind of want to stay in and just click Drain Punch. There's a part of me that really, really wants to. Because... What would he do? He'd probably just click Close Combat. But if he's banded, how much does Tapu Fini take from a banded hit? Not much. And that's banded as well. He's not even doing 40%. Latias is probably taken a little bit more. But if he knocks off, that could be sucky. But he could also go for like Poison Jab. Ice Punch. Oh wow, my god. I do really, really want to Drain Punch because I don't think he's banded. But if I lose the Pissimian, then Licky Licky becomes a bit of a problem. So I'm just gonna go into. I think he's gonna Poison Jab. Well, okay, fuck. Does Sock get Poison Jab? It does. I really don't think he's gonna click. Even if he does, he can't kill me, and I can heal up on a few things. Even though my sprite literally isn't loading now, which is fucking great. I'm sorry about this, guys. It really sucks, but hopefully you guys can still enjoy the game. I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch and see what happens. Because I will do it like 40%, get back about 15%, and then from there we can kind of see what he's doing. Because I want to know if he's banded, because Sock is a pretty big threat, and I want to break his 30 so Salazzle can just kind of bop him. Because I think he's Scarf. I think he's Scarf. Although he probably wouldn't be. He probably would be banned. I'm gonna go on Tapu Fini. If he clicks Poison Jab, how much does Tapu Fini take if he clicks Poison Jab? That's a great question. That's actually probably the question I should be asking. Poison Jab does 70%. How much does Latias take? Not much, and I can recover. Knockoff doesn't really... Well, it works, but you know what I mean. Because I have the item, I will live it. And Psychic... Although Psychic can't Oko. And then I lose my Mom that kills Venusaur. I have to be careful with this. I wish I led with... I knew he'd lead with Sock as well. I even said it. But there was a part of me that was hoping he'd lead with Gengar or Licky Licky. I think Latias is my play. Because there's no way he's clicking Knockoff, I don't think. And even if he does, he can't kill me. And he's not clicking Ice Punch. And if he clicks Close Combat, he does like 50%, but then we recover and Scout. So I'm gonna go on a Latias. If he clicks, he goes on a Venusaur. Wow, okay, well that's cool. That worked out for me. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I can't touch the Escavalier, so. Oh no, he's making a thing. Hopefully he's not just making these plays and not thinking. But I doubt he is, because Venusaur coming in on Pissimian makes sense. I think maybe he was afraid of me being Scarf. So Sock, I don't think is Scarf from that play. I didn't think he was, but now I definitely don't think he is. I think I'm just gonna go for Psychic right here. Or I could double into Salazzle, predicting the Escavalier, which is also a very, very like fair play. Can I see something? Salazzle, if your choice specs, which you are, does Escavalier ever live a Flamethrower? Well, he does live a Flamethrower if he's Occaberry. Obviously, if he's Occaberry, like otherwise he doesn't. Actually, no, he still does. Overheat always kills though. How much does Slowking take? If Slowking is not... takes a lot of damage. Actually gets 2 KO'd if he's not Assault Vest, which is crazy. I'm gonna just... how much does Escavalier do to Steelix? I don't think he's going to be banded a Scavalier because my team's kind of hard for that to work against because I have so many like immunity and stuff like that. Drill Run doesn't even do 30%. What the fuck? But that's with no attack. Okay, well that's not true. He does 30%, which is still not a lot. How much does Psychic do to a Scavalier? If it does like a decent amount of damage, I'll just click it. Psychic does. Yeah, we'll get to Scared if he's a certain set or not. And if he goes for knockoff right here, I'll be in a great position. I'm gonna go for Psychic. If he goes in a Your Face Makes Me Sad, 15%. 15%. So he's definitely not Assault Vest, and oh no, he's max HP, I think. Yeah, he's max HP. He's not Assault Vest. Probably banded. Well, if he, I mean, as in, if he's not Assault Vest, he's probably banded. He is. What are his abilities? Shell Armor, Swarm. I think, unless he just switches again, because he's telling this fucking stupid poem. I don't know. I kind of want to click Z Draco pretty soon to swap out, but that's a little bit much. I'm just gonna go to Steelix. If he clicks Drill Run, then that's a good play. He didn't show Leftovers though, so maybe he is Ockerberry. I think maybe he's hoping to catch with an Ockerberry right now. So I'm gonna go on Steelix. Oh. Yeah. All right. Oh, I hate my internet so much. Well, actually, maybe hopefully it'll load now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just stop recording, and I'll be right back. Hopefully with fixed everything. So okay, be right back. Okay, so after like 10 minutes. Oh, okay. I think okay. Hopefully it doesn't go down again. If it does, I'm probably just gonna be like, what the fuck. So hopefully, I don't think my play went through. I'm going to make the switch into Steelix. Steelix, Drill Run, good play. I don't think he will. I think he'll knock off as a safe play. Goes to Drill Run. Wow, good play. Drill Run did. Wow, that was a good play. I mean, I guess he knew I couldn't touch him. Although if I had Ember Fire, I don't know if that was. It's a risky play. We'll say that. Drill Run. 28%, so he's not banded. He's definitely not banded. He's not a Life Orb. I think there's no reason for me to stay in right here. I think I should go into Tapu Fini maybe. How much does Tapu Fini take from a hit? Iron Head. It does a lot. I need rocks up though, so I'm just gonna get up my rocks. I shall take the hit better when I Mega Evolve. Although actually, that's a that's a regular Steelix. Did nothing. I'm gonna Stealth Rock. He can stay in if he wants. I'm hoping he swaps in a Sock. He does actually swap in a Venusaur. Okay. So Mega Steelix is on the field. We have Venusaur in front of me. Venusaur against Steelix is a funny one. Because, I mean, he can do a decent... If he goes for, like, Leaf Storm right now, he's going to do a lot. But, more than likely, he's going to do, like, 24%, 20%, bring down to 50%. I think I'm going to go for Dragon Tail because what happens if I do that is that it puts it instantly in range of Salazzle's Overheat. Which is funny. And I also see what kind of spread he is. If he's, like, physical or special. Because that's a special hit. But if he's physically defensive, it'll do like 9 to 10%. I could also just swap into Latias. If he goes for Leech Seed though, that's actually great isn't the right word. It's acceptable. It's acceptable. Could also go to Passimian. But I am going to make the swap in Latias. If he goes for Leech Seed, that's fine. Because then when he goes into a Scavalier, take rocks and shit like that. So, although Scavalier is annoying. Actually, yeah, Scavalier is annoying because, yeah, I'm gonna go for Dragon Tail. If he goes for Leaf Storm right now, I'm gonna be like, fuck. But he shouldn't. I mean, I said this week 1, he shouldn't be able to kill me, but I don't think he will. He goes for Sludge Bomb. Wow. Okay. Dragon Tail's nice, does 11%, and he goes into Sock, which is literally the worst case scenario. Everything else was like, okay. Sock sucks. So that Dragon Tail did 11.5. So he's definitely not max physically defensive. But he does have some defense. That's a weird calc. He has literally, I think, the spread on this, because that's what it does. I don't know what he's talking about. Now, I think I'm going to tap with Finny here because he has to click close combat. I don't think he'll click knock, although he won't click poison jab, so I could. Latias isn't a bad play, but I don't want to bring in a Scavalier, which is exactly what Latias does. And he can't click poison jab in front of a Sock because he already made one bad. He already went for Sludge Bomb on my thing, so you know Dragon Tail is physical though, right? Celebi, I think you're very silly. I think he just said that that's a lot of damage considering something. I don't know. Ignore spectators. Okay, I think my internet is working now. Even though Steelix is just big, he's not actually a Mega Steelix, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. At least you can see it. I'm just gonna go tap Trini. I don't think he can click Poison Jab right here because he's already. First of all, we broke his sturdy, which is great. That's really good. So I'm gonna go into. I'm going to go into Tap Finny. If he doubles in any mon, it'll be into Venusaur. Everything else is like okay. Well, except for King Gear as well. But if he goes into Venusaur, I might just go straight into Salazzle because he'd be in range of Overheat. And well, let me do that calc one more time. But I'm pretty sure, although he's about this spread. Ooh, if he's this spread, then it actually does pretty fucking negligible damage. If he's that, then it does a little bit more. It's about 70%, and he is especially defensive, I think, or he's speedy. I'm not sure, but we definitely need the Venusaur to take a little bit more damage. But then we can start doing a lot of damage to him, because Sludge Wave 2 KOs Venusaur, which is great, and his resistance to poison is Gengar and Escavalier, which are risky switch-ins, to say the least. They're risky. Also, Salazzle outspeeds his entire team, which is really good. Nasty Plot Salazzle will be nice, but there's nothing really I can Nasty Plot on, so don't really. I guess I could brought Air Balloon again for the Scavalier, but I didn't know if Escavalier would come. Although Sock would actually be a good thing to set up on. I'm not sure. Oh, you can't see Discord, so actually I can actually go on Discord. Okay, alright. Wait, were we recording? Yes, we are. Alright, everything's going swell. Everything's going absolutely swell. Okay, so Tapu Fini comes in right here. He probably goes into Venusaur as I go... Actually, I might double. I probably would double into Salazzle. Reason being is because his switch-ins to Tapu Fini are Escavalier, Venusaur, or Gengar, or Licky Licky, all of which are fine. See, Salazzle is really good against his team. Is really, really good against his team. Yeah, Venusaur is going to be tough to break. Staraptor would have been really, really nice. So, regrets. Definitely regrets. But you know what? Passimian is good too. I am glad I have Passimian, so I don't know what mon I dropped, to be honest. Also, Victini I thought was a... Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Oh. Should I just fucking forfeit at this point? I don't care enough. I do care, but I don't care enough to go through this. Oh! Wait. We're just going to change the background. It's just changing the background. I'm just changing the background. I did that on purpose, I think. He goes for knockoff. I shouldn't have brought Licky Licky, still have Wi-Fi. True. Okay, so He goes for knockoff, which is not the end of the world. It was a good play. I'm glad I didn't go on a Latias, I guess. Wait, sorry, he did 12%. So I'm going to check that out right now. That doesn't look banded to me, but you never know. You never know. He's definitely not banded. Okay, so that's good to know. Choice Scarf. Sock is not one of his Z-Mons, by the way, in case you're wondering. That looks Scarf. Damage. That is perfectly reasonable Scarf damage. I think he probably is Jolly to outspeed Simeon. And he showed no item, so I'm gonna assume he's Scarf. He might be also be like an expert belt or something weird like that. His switch into this thing is Licky Licky, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, just go for Moonblast, because more than likely he could go, although I think he is Scarf. I could assume he's Scarf. If he goes for Poison Jab, by the way, how much is he going to do? Not a lot. 2 of them can't kill me, so if I go for Nature's Manage right here, it's not the worst play. His switch in this thing is 100% the Venusaur, so I could just double actually into... Actually, I might double into Salazzle anyway, because if he stays in, he's going for Poison Jab. And Salazzle can kill this thing and eat the Poison Jab. The Poison Jab does nothing. And Flamethrower would kill this thing, no problem. So... I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go on a Salazzle. If he could also double into like Scavalier, Venusaur, stuff like that. So I think Salazzle is the right play. Please don't go for like Earthquake just for no fucking reason, because that would make me very sad. Slowking would also suck, but it's not the end of the world. Gengar. He goes in a Gengar. His Focus Sash, if he has one, is broken. Monotype Choice Scarf Attacker. Shadow Ball can never kill me. Flamethrower always kills him. So if he's Choice Scarf and he tricks me, then he'll live. But then I have his Choice Scarf, and then I kill him following turn. So he doesn't really gain anything from tricking me. His switch into this thing is probably Slowking, which he probably goes into right here. He probably goes in a Slowking. I can make a play and go for Sludge Wave, but I could also overheat. Well, I want to see what the Slowking is, so I'm just... And if I go for Sludge Wave, I'll know I'm Specs and just go into Escavalier, or even Venusaur, so I'm just going to Flamethrower. I don't think he's scared. Can Hidden Power Ground kill me? It easily can. I could also go on a Simeon, which actually isn't a bad play, because if he stays in, he does nothing to me. And if he swapped out into Slowking, then I get to U-turn on him. Dab on him. But I think I am just going to go Flamethrower. Probably goes into you probably, which takes 23%. Okay, so Slowking. That is exactly physically defensive with no Assault Vest. That looks... Alright, so he probably has Slack Off. So I think I'm going to go on Latias. If he clicks Calm Mind right here, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. I could go straight into Tyranitar. Because he could... Would he click Scald or Psyshock? He'd probably click Scald. But he can't burn me, actually, because of the thing. Actually, he can't burn me. He can't burn me. This thing is a huge setup fodder right now. And all of his things have... Like, I'm going to go on Tyranitar. Go for Psyshock. Goes for Scald, it's fine. Eat that. Boom. Now, do I Rock Polish? Sock is at 88% when he comes in. Sock is at 88% when he comes in. What? What? Why is it showing me Latias? I don't know. You know it's bad when Showdown Calculator is breaking. You know that's when it's bad. +2. Ice Punch has a chance to kill. Although if he comes in on Sand, he'll be at 81. So actually it's in my favor then. I'm gonna Rock Polish. I'm gonna Rock Polish for sure. And a Colbur Berry at +2. Even this thing doesn't live, so I'm gonna go for Rock Polish. We go for Rock Polish, go for Slack Off. Scald again. Can't burn me though. He has no priority in his team. Okay, now the Sand is gone though. Oh no, sorry, the Sand is still here. What am I saying? I'm gonna go for Crunch. Colbur Berry doesn't matter. Get out of here. Okay, so Slowking being dead is great. Slowking being dead is great. That means that Salazzle is really, really good against his team now. He goes in a Venusaur. I'm still recording my voice, lovely. I don't know if Venusaur lives, to be quite honest. Stone Edge 78 min to the set that I think he is. Or I can Crunch for guaranteed damage. If I miss, he has to take Sand, which then he's probably in range of thing. I just have to hope I don't miss. Just don't miss. I do land. And he's dead! Wow, okay, Venusaur drops. Now, unfortunately, Sock lives, and he's not going into Sock, which is bad for him. If I had Earthquake right here, I would definitely 100% 6-0 him right here. As long as I landed all my Stone Edges. Because I don't, his Sock does live the Ice Punch. So I don't think he's... Scarf, because he would have gone into it. If he, a Scarf Sock outspeeds this set. Tyranitar putting in the work! 2 kills, my boy! Ooh. Tyranitar, I'm really happy about Tyranitar. It's not the best man on the... Fuck. Fuck. Don't do this to me now. Just when I start to get into my groove. You can't take this away from me, Showdown. Please. I'm fucking begging you. Oh my god, don't. Not now. Watch Hitmontops guy fucking start the timer. Please. Please. Oh my god. I'm really glad I went to Tyranitar. That was a really, really nice play. If I do say so myself. Oh, please. Please, Showdown. Please. Please. Oh, we'll be right back. After these short fucking whatever. My fucking god. Okay, so. I think so. I hope so, for fuck's sake. It's been crazy. So, after giving it some thought, Stone Edge does kill this thing very, very easily. But Sock will be at 88%. Can I just see how much does Salazzle... I know I'm doing calcs now, which is fucking ridiculous, but hear me out. Salazzle... There's Dashi. Salazzle dies, or Salazzle kills the last 3 mons. If I crunch this thing, then go on to Salazzle and click Flamethrower 3 times. So I think I'm going to do that. Because this sweep doesn't end with Tyranitar 6-0ing him because he has the Sock there. So I'm going to go for Crunch. If he goes for Wish, then fuck. Although I don't think this thing can kill me. He has Wish. Which, okay. I'm going to go for Crunch. Guess you can go for Protect. But hopefully he does go for Protect. That's okay. Alright. I guess I do kind of have to Stone Edge him. It's not really giving me any other choice. Stone Edge is 95 min, so he will die. I guess I'll click it. He goes for Protect. And he dies. Okay. Crit did not matter there. It does 95 min. So he goes into Sock eventually. I mean, if Sock is the last Mon, then that's hilarious, because if he goes into Sock last, then... I mean, I could try for the 6-0. And I think I will. Because if Salazzle gets in for free, It cleans. As long as the Gengar isn't Scarf and the Sawk isn't Scarf. Which I think one of them is. But I don't know which. Goes in a Misad, the Escavalier, which definitely dies to a Crunch, I believe. Why does it do that? It's not showing me like a real calc. It's showing me like, I don't know. Crunch. Yeah, it does 87. Yeah. For a second there when he was passing wishes, I was like, oh, if he goes in a Soccer now, I guess that was a kind of good play. Go in a Gengar. He goes in a Sock. Okay, so Sock. Let's pull up the calc one more time. Just make sure I'm not wrong. I mean, Sock can die, but it probably won't. I think the calc is, yeah, that's the calc, 79 to 93. So it's way in his favor to live. It's way in his favor. He might outspeed me right here. I could go into Tapu Fini because I know this thing is, if it's Scarf, he'll outspeed me, and if he lives, I die anyway. So I think I'm gonna go in a Tapu Fini. Or I could go into Latias. Does Latias, if he's Choice Scarf, because he definitely has Choice Scarf from an earlier calc, I believe. To KO me with close combat? Not even close. And knockoff can't either. He can't. He has to go for a close combat right here. I'm going to go to Latias. Goes for close combat. 29%. Nothing. We'll see right here if he's Scarf. I could Calm Mind right here. I could Calm Mind, actually. But he might not be Scarf and knock off and do a lot of damage, so I'm just going to Psychic. Because Gengar is actually 1v1 by Winston. So he is Scarf. So that's grand. So this thing will die right here to the Psychic. Then it goes. In comes the Gengar, which, I don't know, but Winston, Pissimian, 100% takes 2 hits from this thing. So trash our MVP, 100%. Winston comes in. Oh! We eat those. We are a thick boy. Actually, oh no, I click U-turn. Click U-turn. Because we won't be able to kill him with knockoff because he has the Z Crystal. Although I might be wrong on that actually, but I don't care. I don't care. Pissimian putting in the work, alright? Pissimian did this thing. If he goes for Psychic right here and kills me, I'll be sad. But I don't think so. I think we're going to get a 6-0. As long as Salazzle can get in right here with this U-turn. Which is why I have U-turn on here. Just for this situation. That's the stuff. Nice. And that is the game. It was not a misclick. It was not a misclick. Pissimian's knockoff might not have killed. So yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be a 6-0 to us after fucking frustration. I'm very, very sorry, by the way. Hitmontops guy, I'm very, very sorry. No, I need all the help I can get. I need the help. Alright, so it's going to be a 6-0 for us. Good fucking game. Love that. Love that. So next week we play Amph. That's a lot of momentum going in against our, against Amph. The reason that I wanted to do well in this game was because what is it? Fuck, I can't think of the basically Amph said to Alfonso that they're playing for #1 seat, but now that I got a 6-0, I have a chance that I get the #1 seat, which is funny. And it's not letting me save the replay, which is going to be an issue, because I do want to save the replay. Does anyone want the or have the replay? Oh my god. My internet is so slow right now that I literally cannot save the replay. Aggronix is in the top 5 most autistic poet. I literally can't save the replay. I give up. So yeah, at least we have it on recording, I guess. I mean, we have fucking proof. So Trashar got 1, 2, 3, 4 kills. Salazzle killed the sock. No, who killed the sock? Latias killed the sock, and Salazzle killed the Gengar. So, good fucking showing. Good fucking showing for us. So, Latias is now at 6 kills overall, and Tyranitar is with 4? I don't think it got a kill last week, so. I'm literally trying to save the replay already, but I have it on recording, so there's no, like, dispute. There's no disputing it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this battle, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first. Very, very sorry that this was, this whole game was just, in pieces, basically. If the replay would save, then, wait, who has it? Oh, Alex got it. Alex, drop that replay right now. I'm not leaving this game until Alex drops the replay. Alex, you better drop the replay. Drop the replay, Alex. You gotta do it because it's not letting me. Guess I have to download. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Open when done. Let's open the HTML. Oh, wait, Alex. Alex, do it. You can't see Discord right now, but he's on it. No. Aggron versus Hitmontop, guys. That's all the proof I need. It's all the proof I need. If you guys enjoyed this game, oh my god, what's happening? If you guys have enjoyed this game, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, join us back next week when we take on Amph. And that should actually be a great game. Fucking, there it is again. Republic of Ireland versus Northern Ireland. Which actually, according to the news, it will not be the case anymore. Politics is not my fucking forte, but it's cool stuff. Anything, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to have a slam like button down below first. And we'll see you guys next week for the next game. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day. And bye-bye.